you get yours, I get mine. I've been reflecting on how we got this far, even when the pressure's on, finesse is strong. Plus I got my team around me heavy, ain't no extra bros. You can keep them, Giuseppe's on delusional. Who gon' be there for you if you lose it all? Question that, who gon' have your mama?
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Colts are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Broncos, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana, and Lucas Oil Stadium. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Shipped together here from the D-line.
Let's go!
Now a handoff. It's Christian Michael. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They go to Michael again. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Now Davis. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Here we go. Flex round. Here we go. Brand 38.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Kamar Aiken, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. And it's up and good. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go now.
Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They run again on first down. Anderson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, Anderson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Green, 39. Green. No. Check. Patriot.
Slot man moves right. Now it's Lynch. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
To throw is Morris. Throwing on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Flex round.
The slot man in motion right. Now a give. It's Michael. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Looking to throw. Morris fighting. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a give. Michael running left. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Morris to throw on second down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Come on, let's go. Flex round.
Morris now on third down. And that is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 20. A little 360. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now a give. Running right is Anderson. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Lynch. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Getting the call is Anderson running left. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, Lynch. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. C.J. Anderson, 20. And all the way home for a Bronco score. C.J. Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Again with Michael. And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Well, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Now Morris to throw on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off on a former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The tight end in motion right. After the interception, here's Lynch. And that's caught inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. They run it again with Anderson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Here we go now.
On second down, here's Lynch. And he's got it. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. C.J. Anderson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
On the return, it's Niall Davis. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it here with Michael. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
To throw on third down, Morris. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. The Colts send out their punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing.
C.J. Anderson. He's at the 40. And all the way down to the 26. A big-time run there by Anderson. 54 yards on the ground. Again, Anderson. And some space here. That good for 22 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll run with D'Angelo Henderson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Again, it's Henderson. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's some guys, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Morris. And that is incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's Morris from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Looking to throw. Morris to the right side to Aiken. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go.
To throw is Morris on 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup there, a 22.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grit. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Zach Kerr coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
Here we go.
Morris looking to throw on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw.
And it'll be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, the 40, and a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Partner, I know that ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
He's letting it fly for Cooks, and that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And that one's is not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now a give running left with Anderson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Throwing, Lynch. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Lynch now, work to do, certainly, after that sack. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go, Leopard! Watch it now, Barney!
Now it's Lynch. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. Morris now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Obviously, a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Aiken, the man in motion. Now Morris throwing on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie out of Florida, Quincy Wilson. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Here's Lynch. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Come on, let's go.
Here's Morris to throw on second down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Finding room inside the 40. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go now.
They run with Anderson. He's been the bell cow tonight. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They run with Perkins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Offense staying on the field, so Lynch and his guys will go for it.
Here we go now. Leopard. Gone.
Here we go on 4th down with Lynch. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. An incredible play there on 4th down. 61 yards.
Here we go now.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff to the fullback, Janovich. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Here we go.
On 3rd and short, this is Janovich. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Here we go now.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Running for it. Here's Anderson. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38.
Operating from the gun, Morris. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Will Parks. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field.
Let's go.
To throw is Morris. On 1st and 10, dancing to his left. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, That puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Barkevius Mingo in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Carry number 20 coming up for Anderson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
Halfback sent in motion. Morris on 3rd down. And he's got Moncrief. The 20, 10, touchdown Indianapolis. Dante Moncrief, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They run. Anderson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Now let's go. Green.
Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. To throw on second down, Lynch. His throw incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now Lynch. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Lynch connecting with Sanders, and the Broncos convert on third down. The fullback Janovich on the handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Anderson loses the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Let's go.
On the run, this is Michael. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On the ground, it's Michael. And he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis. It also moved the sticks.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go.
Now a handoff. It's Christian Michael. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal here from the 2. They come up at an offset eye. They'll try and run for it with Michael. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Christian Michael with time running out. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now Lynch to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in. That'll bring up second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's Lynch. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Barkevius Mingo. He's the one to get it, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They run the counter now on first down. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A huge play there in overtime, 48 yards. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, first and goal. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They go to Michael again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. Runs through the contact. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it. Protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is third and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. So here comes the trusty, battle-tested Adam Vinatieri for a big kick. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. All right, so they're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now it'll be up to their defense to try and see this one out.
So remember now, a field goal on this next drive would get us to sudden death. Any kind of turnover on downs would end the game, as would any touchdown. So this one's still very much up in the air.
And Denver getting set to take the field. A field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
First throw in overtime now for Lynch. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Denver, it's just their 3rd win on the campaign as they move to 3-11 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Colts, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll be on the road next week